So, we've been talking about a sport that you're familiar with, and I'd like to ask you one or two more general questions related to that. Let's talk about sport on TV. Do you think there's too much sport on TV?
Well, to be honest, personally, I'm a huge sports fan, so for me, there's not too many sports on TV. But of course, for some people, maybe there might be a little less sports or too many sports. But for me, to be honest, there's not too many sports.
Okay. Can you tell me, in your opinion, what is the difference between watching a sporting event live versus watching a sporting event on TV?
Oh, definitely, watching live is much better than watching it at home, because if you think about the atmosphere, watching something live, because you join all the spectators watching the game event live, and you all see the enjoyment and the atmosphere, you join. But also at the other hand, when you're watching at home, you can just lay down on your sofa and relaxly, comfortably, you can watch. So I think that's the difference. But to be honest, personally, I like watching it live.
So, some people think that there's too much violence in sport now. Do you think that violence in sport should be regulated somehow?
I think yes, because in some sports there's too many fights going on, and there's too harsh things going on in the sports. And if you think about the viewers' age groups, this might cause some problems with them. But to go more deeper, to go for the roots of the sport, I would first think about for example, let's take the governments. Governments should take some step for the people, maybe education and stuff, because as long as there is people watching those sports, I still believe those sports will exist. So I'm thinking it depends on the people.
All right, let's turn to international sporting competition now. Do you think that international sporting events such as the World Cup or the Olympics, do you think that they have negative or positive effects on international relations?
International relations, I think they have both effects, negative and positive ones. Because if you think about the rivalry in sports, there's too many real fans going on for the spectators wise and for the clubs wise. And for the negative effects, people take too serious for some cheering for some of their teams, and this causing some negative effects. But to think about the positive sides, people actually enjoy, because if you think so basically, people work, right? And people wants to just chill out, and they just want to go to game and watch with their kids, with their family. So this is a positive effect, I think, in their personal life as well as in their normal in the future.
And when you think of certain international sporting events such as the Olympics, why is it, do you think, that there are certain countries that seem to always do better than the others?
Well, I think those specific countries, they give more importance to specific sports. If you think about the Eastern countries and South American countries, it's so obvious that they are usually coming first in specific sports. And the reason of that, those countries are really good in their trainings, and especially they already just give training to people just for that focus, and they just want them to go and do good for their own countries. I think that is the reason that those countries is always coming first.
Thank you. That's the end of the interview.